In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the K-Series to RX8 transmission adapter plate from Collins Performance. Let's go ahead and get started. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Texas Honda Channel. If you're new here, definitely click that subscribe button. So in today's video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing Collins adapter for the RX8 transmission to be adapted to a K-Series engine. So we have the K20 right here, and we have the RX8 transmission right here. I got this Collins adapter. It was about $1,250, something like that. I'll put the exact price on the screen. And it comes with a flywheel, the adapter plate, and all the bolts and stuff. So we're gonna unbox this and see exactly what's inside. I have not opened it. I just removed my shipping label so no one knows where I'm at. And yeah, I'm just gonna basically get it cut open, so here we go. Okay, one of the first things I want to say about Collins adapters is they were super friendly and they answered any questions I had prior to the sale, which is a huge thing for me because I like customer support. He was really informative on what is what, and it only took like 2 or 3 days for this to even get here, and that's pretty crazy. It's pretty quick shipping. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and open it up here, and it is packaged very well. It feels real sturdy. The box is not flimsy, so definitely know that the package is definitely secure. Got some paper to protect everything here. So as you can see, it came with a slave cylinder, which I was just going to buy. I literally had it in my cart and I was about to buy it. It's a good thing I didn't, because this came with an RX8 slave cylinder, so that's awesome. I'm super happy about that. So that's one less thing I have to buy. We've got this box here. Like I said, very well packaged. And bubble wrapped. Wow. That is one nice adapter plate. And it even has the dowels with threads already threaded in. This is Honda K24 to Mazda RX8. Or BMW N54 and S52 transmission adapter. So this goes to either of those. And it even says it's labeled BMW dowel right there. A BMW dowel. It's a very nice construction. And it's not very heavy, so that's a very good thing to make a note of. It's not as heavy as you'd think it would be. And it does say RX8 dowel for this RX8 one right here. So we will test this on the engine and the transmission, make sure it all bolts up properly. And it did come with nuts and bolts right here. Yep, came with all the hardware, neatly packaged. Even tells you Honda engine side dowel pins. Really nice design. Now the K20 and the K24 I believe take the exact same stuff, so don't mind that it says K24. I think it's just a universal kit. But yeah, now we'll open the next box. And here we have the pilot bearing. It says Honda K-Series to Mazda RX8 pilot bearing. I love how it's labeled. That makes things a little bit easier on someone who's never done this before. And of course, we've got the flywheel bolts that are for this exact flywheel, which this flywheel is packaged, as you can see. Very nice. But yeah, this will bolt right up to the K-Series engine with those bolts provided using factory torque specs for Honda. And then your Mazda RX8 clutch will go on here, which we have one right here. This thing will basically line up all those little dowels right there. This will go on, and then it'll be adapted. So I'm going to go ahead and get the engine up here, and we will make sure everything on the adapter plate lines up with the engine. Okay, before we try it on the engine, I wanted to show you, we've got the two dowels right here. We're gonna put those in on the dowels right here on the RX8 transmission right here. Basically just aligning them like this. Okay, and you can see there is a gap that will go away once I tap it in a little bit more. This is just to show you how it'll look. There will be bolts on this side that screw into the adapter plate because these are threaded holes. I know for a fact right over here where the slave cylinder goes, it will have to be trimmed on the inside in here, probably with a carbide bit or a grinder stone of some sort, but that is to make clearance for the K-Series starter. Now this adapter plate will be bolted to the K20 or K24, depends what you have. This adapter plate is universal. It says right here for the K24/K20, but yeah, it'll work. So we're gonna go ahead and put this adapter plate on the engine and bolt it up to the transmission, verify everything's good. So here we go. Okay, now that I got the engine off the engine stand, we have the engine just sitting in the bed of the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and install the adapter plate. Now it does have the Honda engine side dowel pins that we'll need installed on the engine side. So simple, just putting those in. And we have to put the pilot bearing on the flywheel, which this is a specialty flywheel made directly for this. You cannot use just any K-Series flywheel. It holds a Mazda RX8 clutch on a K-Series flywheel, so it is a special design. You can buy just the flywheel individually and just the adapter plate individually off Collins Performance website. So link will be in the description. I'm not sponsored by them, just want to give you guys the information. So we're gonna bolt that to the K20 using the bolts provided. This one says the RX8 transmission bolt, so that will be the adapter plate bolts to the transmission. And the K20, K24 bolt kit will be to bolt the adapter plate to the engine. So it's pretty simple, everything's labeled, it's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna go ahead and bolt everything together and we'll get it stabbed to that transmission. So here we go. Okay, as for the Allen bolts that are provided with the kit, for the adapter plate to adapt to the engine, you will be using a 10. Now this is just a cheap Harbor Freight one, but it fits perfectly in there. Just wanted to point that out. Went ahead and installed the dowel pins on the Honda side. Basically just gonna set this up there, like that. And then we can start putting in the bolts. Just so you guys know, this is pretty lightweight. So if you were thinking it was really heavy, it's really not. Okay, there's the Collins adapter plate installed with the flywheel. Everything is torqued to factory specs on all the bolts. I even got the back bolt in. Now I don't have the front one because I'm waiting on the starter I bought from a subscriber. So that'll be here from Houston here shortly, a couple days. We're gonna go ahead and put the clutch on, get it all aligned and everything, and then we will get the transmission attached. Okay, so I don't have a clutch alignment tool that actually fits in the pilot bearing or the actual clutch disc, so I'm just going to try to align it the best I can by eyeballing it, and I'll actually go out and get the proper tool. So I'm just going to go ahead and put this up there. as good as I could without the clutch alignment tool. So if it is a pain to stab, that would be why. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the transmission on it now. Okay, so there it is. Collins adapter plate on the K20 to the RX8 transmission. Perfect. So I did notice one thing, that the engine is a little off. So when this is perfectly straight up and down, you can see the engine's tilted a little bit, but I don't think that'll be too big of an issue. You just make your mounts around that, your brackets, which if you're putting this in an RX8, they actually have a full kit you can buy, which makes things a lot easier. So I'm not putting this in the RX8. I'm gonna be putting it in this Mazda B2300 for those who didn't know. And it's gonna be a lot of work, but we're making progress for sure. Now I know this isn't going as fast as some people would like it to. The project is a little bit more expensive than what I'm used to doing, so it's taking a little bit longer, but I appreciate each and every one of you who have stuck around and are watching the progress, because eventually this thing will be in. But now that we got the adapter plate, we're making huge progress. We need wiring harness, computer, and a few other things just to get it all mocked in there. So hopefully in the next video on this channel, it will be me pulling the engine and trans on this, and hopefully getting this thing mocked up in there, because that's the goal. But I still have to put the slave cylinder, which it came with, on, and I have to figure out all the line routing on this. But yeah, definitely gonna be sweet. Can't wait to get this thing in there. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video on the Collins adapter plate. I will have a link in the description where you can get one. You can browse his website and go through and see exactly what they've got. But yeah, that's basically it for this. And as for the review, I give it an A+. This is a very seamless, easy install. Highly recommend them. So definitely share this in all the RX8 groups, all the K-swap groups, or whatever there is out there. And hit the like button. And if you're new here, please click that subscribe button and turn the bell icon on to get notified of every upload. But that's it for this video. I'm gonna get off here. I'll see you guys in the next video. And as I like to say, God bless, stay safe, stay awesome.